Hello again, and welcome back for yet another installment of What to Inspect on your full Irish Whiskey Heritage Tour of Ireland. I'm Brian West, so I'm going to be your tour conductor, guide, and whiskey buddy on our exploration through Ireland. Last time we talked about day 3 in Ireland. Today we are talking about day 4 in Ireland. This is where we'll be visiting the old Midleton Distillery in Cork, the Blarney Castle Estate, and then ending up the day in the town of Glin. Following our breakfast at the Cashel Palace Hotel in Cashel, County Tipperary, we'll load ourselves up in the morning and travel to the east of City Cork for a stop at the old Midleton Distillery. There's 2 distilleries here. There's the old traditional distillery, which is now owned by Jameson's and is a distillery museum, and there's the new Midleton Distillery just a little bit to the side, which is where most of the whiskey from Ireland is currently being distilled. It's where Powers and Paddy and Redbreast and Jameson's are all distilled. However, as I mentioned in one of our earlier installments, Tullamore Dew, which is currently distilled at the new Midleton Distillery, is now going to be moving back to the town of Tullamore once the new distillery being built by William Grant and Sons is completed there. So we will get to the distillery, and we will enjoy a exclusive VIP tour for our group that'll walk us through the wonderfully preserved old distillery mills, malting houses, still houses, the warehouses and kiln buildings. Some of these date all the way back to 1795, as well as being able to see the largest pot still in the world. Of course, our guide will explain to us how whiskey was made here. And then at the end of our tour, something that's incredibly awesome for my group is we will enjoy a exclusive VIP tasting of premium single pot still whiskeys in the distiller's cottage at Midleton. This is where Midleton's master distillers have lived for generations, and the current master distiller in Midleton was actually born there. It is now used for exclusive corporate meetings at the distillery, and I was able to negotiate, especially for our group, a tasting, exclusive guided tasting in this beautiful cottage. Following this, you'll have the opportunity, if you want, on your own to have lunch at the Malt House restaurant located at the distillery, which has gained an excellent reputation for serving some very excellent homemade food, which is prepared and cooked, obviously, as in most of Ireland, using fresh local ingredients. You can also take the opportunity to peruse the distillery gift shop, and I highly recommend that you do that to pick up some souvenirs, perhaps a bottle of the Distillery Reserve whiskey, which is only available at the distillery. From there, we will travel on to the Blarney Castle Estate, where you'll have the opportunity to walk the grounds of this beautiful estate and garden, and of course visit the Blarney Castle. This is where the Stone of Eloquence is located, and you can actually, if you wish, climb up to the top of the ramparts and be helped to kiss the Stone of Eloquence. Although some of us don't need any more gift of Blarney. And then following the Blarney Castle and Estate, we will travel on to the town of Shannagolden, which is just to the kind of southwest of Limerick, near the Shannon Inlet. And we will have a very pleasant dinner there at the Old Stand Bar and Restaurant in the town of Shanagolden. And then from there, we will travel on to the town of Glin, which is located, I mean, literally Main Street ends right on the Shannon. It's a quaint little town that actually has its own castle. Unfortunately, the last night of Glin passed recently within the last year, so the castle is no longer open, at least at present, for tours, and we'll be getting there very late anyway. But here is where we will be spending our night in the bed and breakfasts in the town of Glin, and these are 3 bed and breakfasts that I've picked out for our group, so that we can experience all of what Irish hospitality has to offer. These 3 bed and breakfasts are quaint, very comfortable, and you'll be able to stay with these folks and get to know them. And this is really one of the best ways to experience Irish culture. And then, of course, in the evening, we may meet up at Dunn's Bar if you're so inclined, for a pint of Guinness, or perhaps some Magners or Bulmers. I can't remember if I think it's Bulmers in the south and Magners in the north, or maybe Magners in the south and Bulmers in the north. It's a cider, a hard cider, and he also has some nice whiskeys, or maybe partake of an Irish hot toddy. So that's going to be the end of day 4 in Ireland, and I hope you come back and visit us for day 5 in Ireland, where we'll be talking about our visit to the Foynes Flying Boat Museum, which is where Irish coffee was invented, Bunratty Castle and Folk Park, which is just a great place to learn about how the Irish have lived through the centuries, and of course the stunning cliffs of Moher. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and I look forward to hosting you on our full Irish Whiskey Heritage Tour of Ireland.